Hi listeners, welcome back to Insuright's knowledge series where you will be learning about general insurance. The previous talk we discussed about something called driver's clause. Now let us put it, in an insurance policy there are two important clauses, namely driver's clause and limitation as to use clause. Both are extremely important. Considering the importance, we have given a separate discussion on the driver's clause in the previous episode. Now I will be talking about limitation as to use clause. Now a driver's clause concerns with who can drive the vehicle. A limitation as to use clause is concerned with how the vehicle can be used or how the vehicle should not be used. Okay. Now limitation as to use clause, the wordings for the limitation used to use clause is also provided by the Motor Vehicle Act, and Motor Vehicle Act says that the wording should be incorporated in a insurance policy. Now typically what is the limitation as to use clause says? It says the vehicle need to be used as per the provisions given. Now what are the provisions? Now let us look at it. We have two classes of vehicle. One is transport vehicle and other is non-transport vehicle. Now what is a transport vehicle? In the transport vehicle we can call it as a commercial vehicle, where the vehicle is used for transportation of the goods or passengers for a fare or freight. Okay, it's used for commercial purpose, transport business purpose. Okay, whereas in non-transport it is used for one's own private purpose. Okay, now when a person is using a vehicle, when the vehicle is registered as a non-transport vehicle, typically when you say it's a LMV, if you call it as a LMV, then the vehicle is should be used for one's own purpose. That means it cannot be given for hire purpose. Okay, suppose I have a car, I should use it for my purpose or my family purpose, but I cannot use this car to give it for hire and thereby earn an income out of that. That's a violation of the limitation as to use clause. Okay, the car is prohibited from using for hire or reward. Similarly, a car cannot be used for, say, organized racing or speed testing. Okay, now what about the transport vehicle? A typically transport vehicle means what? The Act says goods truck, I mean lorry, goods carrying vehicles, passenger carrying vehicles like taxi or bus, omnibus, even an education institution bus. These are all grouped as transport vehicle, and the Act allows them to be used for hire. So moment you are allowing the vehicles to be used for hire, there is an extra regulation surrounding that. That extra regulation comes in the form of a permit. So we are all familiar with the word permit. Okay, now what is a permit does? Permit says that vehicle can be used for such and such purpose in such and such area. So we do come across in the board, if you look at it, the thing used for permitted to use within the states, and we also come across the word national permit. So these are the permit conditions are those which governs how the vehicle should be used or how the vehicle should not be used. Now if this particular clause which specifies that how the vehicle should be used or should not be used is violated, then again there is a violation of the Motor Vehicle Act. Also, if when it is violated, there is an accident. Suppose a vehicle which is not to be used as a taxi is used as a taxi and there is an accident, then insurance company can deny the claim. Understood? So it's very important for the owners of the vehicle to ensure that the vehicle is used in the manner in which the Act says. That means it should not be used in a way the limitation as to use clause is violated. So this limitation as to use clause and driver's clause are printed in the policy schedule. Kindly check it and ensure that these clauses are not violated, so that you are neither end up in violating the Motor Vehicle Act nor end up in a situations where a claim is rejected, and if the claim is rejected, the financial consequences could be very huge. So we earnestly request the owners of the motor vehicle to ensure that both driver's clause and limitation as to clause is not violated and your claim goes through smoothly. Thank you.